What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Scythiel, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs, you hear? Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar! Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother, but he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians! They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot! Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop, understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you! Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past. What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition. I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the Legion in Scythiel. By which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead. For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into driveling hordes of their own misshapen number. If you must. Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next. I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though. Not against the Legion. Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by fluffy kittens, you know. Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of Ahu's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all. How am I enjoying it? Are you spoiling for a fight, Hunter? Are you? Scythiel stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day the wind disperses the stench of decomposing corpses. I can't remember the last time I had a proper piece of steak, and by now I retch at the mere sight of sardines. So in conclusion, I am not enjoying Scythiel. We are the pride of Rivellon, to be found and to be seen everywhere. We don't hide in the dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention. No, we protect the civilized from the barbaric, and we do so impeccably.
Sorry, sir.
I'm stuck fast. Fate is an ice-cold mistress.
That doesn't belong to us, you know.
We're source hunters. We should be able to access any of the resources we need or want while we're on the job.
Well put. Hunting out source is no easy job, and we need all the help we can get our sticky fingers on.
I dance within the shadows.
Sorry, sir.
Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you. Many legionnaires did so before you. Very few have returned. Arhu's invention, the stasis blaster. Quite a sight, no. The ray can singe a zombie or skeleton to ash in a matter of seconds. These days, we don't ask me how...
Leave me be, I have a job to do.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here, sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her, even though she is, until proven guilty, wholly innocent. I am Septimus, seventh son in a household of 9, legionnaires all. Me and 2 brothers of mine were assigned to Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of 7 couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending. So fair a lady I have seldom seen in all of Riverland, my friend, and I have traveled more extensively than migratory birds do. She stands accused of murder, but in my mind, her presumed guilt is a fallacy, and indeed a fabrication. Steadfast will I guard her. Never will I waver unless absolute proof of her culpability should be brought before me. And I hold no such proof exists. And what questions are those? This place is practically a tomb, and these Sicilians are constantly crying for our attention. There's a zombie in my garden. An orc ate my baby. My sheep is gone. Oh, woe is me. It never ends. I'll be grateful when our reinforcements finally arrive. Maybe they'll manage to muster the will to care. Proper soldiers shouldn't be ordered to fight such unnatural abominations. We used to cut them limb from limb by the dozen, only to see a gross of them rise from the ground and stalk out of long-abandoned cellars. Accursed are their souls, and accursed are ours too, for having to look upon them day after sorry day.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my complete innocence in the matter? I am Esmeralda, wife of Jake, and now, alas, his widow. Poor man. We were both so young when we married. He so rich and I so poor, but his one and only princess just the same. Like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. And you're no different, are you? So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches. Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Dear Jake had a mineral collection, yes. As far as I knew, it was one of his pastimes, nothing more. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble? Oh, this is all too much. I feel like I'm drifting from nightmare into nightmare. Well, what do you want to know? Since the beginning, this has been a particularly favoured region of Rivellon. Even before there was a major settlement here, these cliffs were a special holy site for the ancient pagans. It's hard to believe our great city is so easily crumbled. Praise be that Arhu the wizard has the wits about him to build these newfangled weapons of his, or Sicil would have been the very throne of decay by now. Because of him, life here is almost bearable again, despite the walking dead, though it's rather eerie and perplexing at the same time to think about how quickly one adjusts to the great dangers when a handful of guardians holds them at bay.
She seems to be quite adamant about her innocence.
We need to look for evidence if we want to prove she actually did the evil deed.
Assure me, dear Septimus, that you haven't been fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, my lady. We legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, touch me, for I might faint.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I, borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear. Oh, my story's tired by now. I was happy enough, prosperous enough, before these lean times around Sicil began. Still, that doesn't waive a man's need to eat, you know. I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times, but what choice have I got now? If it's steal... So what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
Delicious dogfish! Yours for a scrap of gold!
That merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave the fish alone.
Yes, you know what they say about giving a man a fish. This man should learn to stand on his own 2 feet.
I suppose you've got a point. Another day, another rumbling belly. A hungry man, you know.
Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of the ocean's finest bounty. How many crab claws would you like? 3? 11? I listened in while you were talking to that would-be thief. Thank you for preserving my stock. It's no wonder you source hunters are known for setting the place straight.
Join the Snug Club if you've got an eye for bar potatoes. Join the Snug Club if you've got an eye for bar potatoes.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Quite the market, it seems.
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path. Thank you for making that would-be thief see reason. I only hope your instruction lasts. The last thing the plagued people of Sicil need is a thief among them.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Hidden between darkness and light. So you're just hanging around the inn, are you? Waiting for a while.
Had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge.
Oh, you think you can speak that way, or it's fast
afraid.
I've got my
They
eye.
say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
A source hunter? I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot. Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every character you can imagine, from bums to wizards, passed through these doors for a pint and a place to rest. I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream's been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it all happened still under quarantine, we have a constant reminder of exactly what happened. Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke that followed her in. I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her. Damn my eyes. But I figured the way she disappeared that she was visiting one of the lodges. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I'm not proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there till I heard the about fling that door open. But I was paralysed with fright.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do.
Assassin's armor!
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
Fortune? Ha! He should be so lucky. Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. And Alistair Keating, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time. What do you mean, not familiar? You expect me to believe you've never heard of Alistair the Almighty? Why, I'm only the most famous wizard this side of the distance, although it'd be worth checking the other side too, just in case. And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the Fabulous Five to boot. Surely you already know we've been voted the most influential adventurers guild by SideQuest Monthly, 3 years running. Well, well, you're far from my caliber, but who isn't? It's good to eager, but let me give you a word of warning. Aim for my spot, and your career in the Fabulous Five will meet a most unsavory end. Now, you'll be dealing with Arthur's little abomination, will you? I go myself, but I fear I'd end the fight before anyone else got in their licks. If I don't leave a few crumbs for the newbies once in a while, they'll accuse me of stealing the spotlight, you see. Those nasty beasts are hardly worth my time, though I suppose I'll step in if none of the recruits manage to prove adept enough to handle a few skeletons.
Ah, what have we here? A source hunter, is it? Well, my data's getting rather more stimulating. Oh, stand still then, if you don't mind. I want to take a good long look at the so-called saviour of Sicile. Tall as an elf, strong as an orc, but your face, quite classical, isn't it? Statuesque, some might say. Yes, smooth and sturdy as marble, yet fine as a chisel's edge. And my word, what passion burns from your eyes. Please forgive my being forward. I dare say, can it be? You're exactly the person I've been searching for. I am Anna, jewel in the crown that is the Fabulous Five. I cut 1,000 throats and baked 1,000 bread rolls, stolen the crown jewels of the Queen of Errata, and with my pockets full, helped her reach enlightenment. When the day comes that I die, the gods will evacuate the heavens to make space for my formidable collection of designer slippers. I contain multitudes, you see, and I am utterly replete. Except that much to my dismay, I had as yet to find the companion to whom my heart so clearly calls. But then, Source Hunter, you wandered into this tavern, and I am most certain that that companion is you. So you've joined up. You've sworn to share in our adversity and our bounty alike. Oh, you make my heart soar. I can finally offer you our finest adventure equipment at fantastic in-house rates. Come now, let's trade.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do keep shouting.
So you're just hanging around again, are you? Waiting for what, exactly? Oh, you think you can speak that way? There's a fact say I've got my eye on you there.
I am a chief.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do keep shouting.
Well, you must be thrilled to find yourself a member of the team.
So you're just hanging around again, are you? Waiting for what, exactly?
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge? They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you can even fathom, old friend.
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do keep shouting.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've got to my matches when I linger over Lombard fighting my mind.
Never thought I'd see Sicil in such dire straits. This here's one of the oldest cities in Rivellon.
A source hunter? Don't tell me we've got to worry about dark magic on top of it all.
I swear I saw a lady in red upon the beach, but everyone laughs and says, I'll see mermaids next.
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. Customers rarely find me up here, but I do so avoid the hustle and bustle of the marketplace. That I am. I have spent more of my life on the road travelling alongside great caravans than I have in any given place in Rivellon. All of this earth is my home, for a few days or even a few hours at a time, that is. You wouldn't believe some of the things I've seen. Oh yes, a city besieged by the dead isn't even remotely special to me. All the better that it isn't, for you and for me, because outlandish events lead to outlandish wares. You have seen them, have you not? Is anything amiss? Punch on perhaps, yes. I have the blood of sorcerers in my veins, and between you and me, the blood of sorcerers too. The power of sorcery is so very alluring, you know. But let us change topics, for should hunters catch a whiff of my inclinations, they wouldn't hesitate to kill me where I stand.
You should be more careful, madam. I am a hunter, but as luck would have it, I'm not a zealot.
And neither am I. Be advised, though, not to give in to your inclinations. Other hunters may not be so forgiving.
God have mercy. I talked openly about sorcery in front of a source hunter. What a fool I am. Thank you, oh compassionate soul that you are, to treat me so leniently. I never have and never will really dabble in sorcery. On that you have my word. On my life, I swear it.
Ghostly masquerade! I'll need to unlock this somehow. Under lock and key.
I swear I saw a lady in red upon the beach, but everyone laughs and says I'll see mermaids next.
Maybe the lock can be jimmied.
What do you think you're doing?
Greetings, traveller. And may the Immaculate Conduit's myriad blessings comfort and cradle you. Tell me, have you yet heard the revelation? What's in a name, dear friend? For we all begin equal in the Conduit's eyes, and only through great deeds may enter into her inner ring. You mean you haven't heard? Oh, What fortune that I may share the goddess's salvation with one who has as yet been lost. Steel yourself, friend, for your mortal spirit could be forever transformed from this moment forth. The conduit, our link to the goddess herself, has given us a special gift, and the gift is thus, by following her instructions and becoming initiated into the one way, we can each of us live on for a span greater than the number of stars that twinkle within the goddess's right eye. She came from on high to we mortals and showed us the path to the goddess, where all living souls are naturally inclined. She showed us that injury and malady need not mark the end of life, but that through her methods we could ascend to greater life in service of the goddess. Ah, for this hallowed information, you must seek an immaculate chapel. Go north, friend, through the forest and into the town of Silverglen, where all may be revealed. There, among her followers and friends, dwells the goddess's ecstasy, her one way. Go on the path to the righteous, my friend. Forget not that the conduit has great plans for you.
Stop right there. Until you've received the captain's permission to enter, this door doesn't exist. Got it? Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene.
Looking good. Maybe the lock can be jimmied. Fastened tighter than the treasury.
Heard any good tales, my friend? Heard any good tales? Ask freely, my friend. Your city is far more wild than home. Here, a tiny screech woman, no swifter than a...
The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while writing my pipe.
Oh, my good man. Drink if you please.
Please do keep shouting in my ear.
Welcome back, source hunters. I've been eagerly expecting you. You found another starstone, haven't you? Go on, go on. Ask me how I know. Ah, mere child's play when you know what to look for, and luckily, I do. Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane, when the dormant portal that led us to this hall sprang to life? It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected somehow. You, this place, the void, the stones. Soon we'll have unraveled the whole truth. Oh, how I do... You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you? No, that would be most unmannerly. And not to mention, well, no, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a presence that I can't quite account for. It is at once powerful and faint. But this is only speculation, of course. Come, let me show you the way. Once you're through, you'll be able to report exactly what we're dealing with.
The last chest, the last chest, the last chest!
wonder who awaits you in the next chamber. I wonder what they'll say.
What an impressive room.
So it is. A hall fit for kings.
You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The Guardians. Those I deceived. Those that deserted me. But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look about you. You used to lead, and now you follow. Ignorant of your faults, and ignorant of your fate. That it has come to this. Woe to the world that it has come to this. He won't believe me, the fiend. But they have come, as I prayed they would.
Well, wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Or is it mages you prefer? An eagle-eyed ranger? A stealthy pickpocket? Take your pick of my swords for hire. I thought you'd never ask. Hear that, swords? Line 'em up.
To see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not? Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot! But certainly. Ah, yes, the Hall of Heroes. Once upon a time, great feasts were held there in honor of heroes graced by the gods themselves. In that room, I can't think of a better place to gather new heroes should you come across such rarities, so that when needed, they can serve you in your quest against the void. Like you, she is a mystery. But she seems to know you, doesn't she? Perhaps we'll meet her again and we'll learn more about her and about you. Like the imp said to the ballista operator. Shoot!
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Siseal's ramparts.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Greetings! These stalls are for our lead. It never ends around here. There's a zombie in my garden. My sheep is missing. An orc ate my baby. Night and day, day and night. Greetings! These stalls are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine appetite, serving the seven. Greetings! These stalls are for our Legion troops. Rivellon's finest work up mighty fine appetite, serving the seven.
Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
How can I help you, my friend? What? I'd never. If you must know, I was merely checking up on Maxine, the mayor's cat. What a delight she is. The temperament of a tiger, the grace of a leopard, and the manners of a lady all rolled into one. And what might those be? One of them failed? Who is the mongrel that dares to question my engineering expertise? I take it the mutt in question was referring to the Sparkmaster 5000. It isn't failing, it just became, well, it became self-aware. But you know what? Here's the remote access device with which I used to control it. There's a manual for that somewhere around here, too. Yours, if you can find it. I really should invite Victoria one of these days, so she can help me organize my mess of a library. Those who are raising the dead dwell among us. They simply must be. But even though I've spent many a night leaping from tree to rooftop, watching on as citizens stagger home from the inn or simply burn midnight oil, I haven't spied a single soul worthy of true suspicion. The enemy is wily. They know us better than we know them, and they've found ways to avoid both detection and distrust. Yet I am somehow convinced that you have a flair for understatements, Hunter. I'm sure they are but a minor nuisance in the eyes of a born warrior. But until they conclude what mischief they intend to see through, or, less likely, they are conclusively defeated, we can but bar the gates and hole up like mice while the cats are on the prowl. Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline and the engineering skills of a human. You basically construct a classic ballista, add a 100% legally obtained self-regenerating source of destructive magic to it, and Bobcat's your uncle. By all means. I can't say much more, but that they're madmen, all the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry. Of course, I hope your investigation fares well. I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal, I'm afraid. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, how and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile. Source, no doubt. I myself have none, even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and convicted Jake's wife, Esmeralda. Now, it may well be established that she is, in fact, the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would be so very easily resolved, I wouldn't have sent for source hunters. It might be a bit late to inspect the body, in that it has already been buried. It may be worth your while to speak to the mortician, though, a chap called Roberts. He has a house by the graveyard. But certainly. What would you like to know?
You there! Cut it out! Quiet! No talking to these scoundrels.
I'll thank you to take a step in another direction. This is the Legion treasure room, and you've no business bothering with it. You're not so...
Sorry, sir.
sir.
Baking like a cake.
Oh, I could do with a cold drink.
I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you. Many legionnaires did so before you. Very few have returned.
Oh, it goes to and fro the city's youth. They hustle and bustle, while I sit here stagnantly and watch it all go by. Ah, the sun is out, and yet I feel a cold inside my soul. The bane of age, the crux of years. Oh, how nice it is of you. The very picture of youth, to break them. Pray, let me be forward with you. Oh, sapling rose, oh, leaf of spring. For my weary mind is troubled, and would I am but an aged elf that has seen the years parade in long succession. Gladly shall I tell you more. Will I regale thee, oh, wealth? You would listen to my grievances, guide me towards untroubled realms. Oh, you are truly a wonder. Oh, hot spiced wine and a snug little room awaits us on the King Crab's first floor. Let us go there, so that we can warm our bones, yet make...
I think I could just sneak past.
Made a big change on your road with a wheel of the good stuff. Power has as many friends as the man with many changes.
What do you think you're doing? So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days, with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. This here is my family business. Yes, there's been a Robert escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Sicil itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm proud of my work nonetheless. What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the 3rd degree? Now, if you don't mind, I'm trying to run a business here. So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? What do you...
And now a stern chastisement in 3, 2...
Assassin's armor!
And hit. And hit.
No glory in this death.
I dare say.
I am a duke.
Have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's End?
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. Customers rarely find me up here, but I do so abhor the hustle and bustle of the marketplace.
Creeping for you, Victoria! The hunters who are stalking in the night. By the needles of the million breeder, they'll end it all in blood! By the filed teeth of Suma's soul shredder, the end is nigh. Death comes a-creeping for you, Victoria!
Leave me be, I have a job to do.
There must be some way to open this.
Ah, you have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Begone, brittle mask of age. Hear me now. Repeat the words of Brittletooth, the child snatcher of Carador. Come, play with me. From the game, yes. A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity. Fun as herring the horror harlequin. But, like the serpentine stalker hisses before the stab. Hush now. Darkness. The elves of Gandavon, they lived in peace. Oh, yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her face, the orcs of the tribe of Kazuldagar beset our city. They cooked and ate and burned every last one of us. The light of dawn never saw an elf of Gandavon no more. All undone. Every last one of us. Except for me, the midnight rambler, away from the city. I was very old back then already, though indeed I whisper of many years hence. But death shall not find me. I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless assassins have ministered to the vengeance that is my want, and now is almost over. By Carla, lady of the last gaze, I swear it is almost done. Only the very last one of the Kazaldagars, I have tracked her down. By the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen son is sitting fast. Colour the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with the bramble sap that runs through the veins of Victoria. Bring me the amulet that clings to her flesh, soon to fade. And yours shall be the bounty of vindication. Mine shall be its sanguine satisfaction after long, long last. Yes, Victoria. She is the one whose heart must be held in hand, the heart around which the fingers of that hand must clench. And the orcs of Gazuldakar, they knew my name. Oh yes, by the bite of the roving rattler, they knew my design. And so they sought to save their last, an infant, she who was to be queen. To no avail, oh no. Years, how many I know not. Years I searched. Her name is that of a woman, her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara man-eater, she is nothing but an orc, a sister of nature, one of a misbegotten litter dragged into life from the tumoured womb of a filthy, coarse-haired beast that was humped like a dog in the darkness of a stinking hollow. Victoria, librarian, daughter, adopted child of Cecil, Mayor of Sicile. There is bloodlust in you. I can feel it. Let it out. Set it free. Undo the last of the Kazoldagar. By the breasts of Sishara Goatsuckler, give me my revenge!
Ghostly masquerade.
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins.
Will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torturer. All hail, Grog! All hail.
He is as much a savage as those orcs. And how is Victoria guilty of her tribe's crime if she was but a babe at the time?
She may not be guilty, but she'd have committed the same crimes had she grown up among her own kind. It's inevitable.
Hunters go a-stalking in the night. By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all in blood! By the filed teeth of Suruma Soul Shredder, The end is nigh. Death comes a-creeping for you, Victoria!
A source hunter! I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts would tip as miserably as this lot.
Come now, Alistair. Sure you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Oh, careful now. Your head's grown more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Oh, my good man. Drink, if you please.
Please do keep shouting, right?
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave?
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
You'll be concerned enough when you realise that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
You think you can speak that way? Well, it's fast to say I found my eye. You married.
Tell me. Heard any good tales, my friend? Rawr! That is, how can I help you, my friend?
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Lonesome, spiritless. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some
What
vim.
are ye staring at?
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with
What
many
are ye staring at? Captain Jack's the name, though the title may be a little generous at the moment. My crew ran off, and I can't find enough hardy souls to help me reload the ship. And those scallywags heard there be silver in the Lacula mines, and they abandoned ship like the lily-livered turkeys they are. Haven't seen them since the day we docked.
See if you can choose the finest greens!
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for scrap.
These damn birds won't fetch more than sauce hunters, eh? Well, right proper, we're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Oggett, the finest in me herd. Now that the herd's gone, old Birch is just scratching by like a hen till the next batch of beasties comes through.
Penny takers, come on, you chickens!
I recently sold most of the tender loves to a trader heading north. Plenty of business that way these days. Those miners must be preparing for a mighty great feast. Wish I could have a nibble on my dear darlings all ground and spiced. Yes. Oh, Oggett's been missing for more than a fortnight. I love that sheep, you know. Was planning to cook her into a fine midwinter night haggis myself. Do tell me if you hear anything about her. I plan on pursuing whoever stole her with my cleaver in hand.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
I could have had a new lamb by now if that Bruce had taken to a woolly lass instead of that head.
Hello, proportionate one. Oh, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine arts, no?
Life's not stopped twice a cent and price
Penny
is sold at the
takers,
average
come on,
English
you
rate.
chickens!
I wonder how my dear sweet Doreen is doing.
Potions to bemuzzle you, scrolls to entwhistle you.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese,
These damn birds won't fetch more than pittance.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
I bet Tim Fred's been spun up by his ears by now. Devilish thing.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a downtrodden city like Sicil, and you'd be quite right. I travel around Ambervale, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps, like this rooster I'm working on now, and the landscape that surrounds him.
The birds won't fetch more than pittance.
Dearest customer, I've never seen an Oris or plagued by either. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you. Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sicil's ever seen. Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Sicil's ever seen. Dearest customer, join the Spud Club.